Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Did you know that we sleep for 1/3 part of our life? And in that 2/3 part that we're awake, we need to do all sorts of things. We need to set goals, accomplish them, build careers, create new relationships, maintain them. And we experience life in that 2/3 part. So don't you think it's kind of natural for us to want to expand that 2/3 part and minimize that 1/3 part where we are not actually doing anything or having any experiences? Like, what good happens when we're lying on a bed? How is that not a waste of time? And especially as students with high academic goals, we tend to think of pulling all-nighters and minimizing our sleeping hours. And we're not just appreciated by the society to do this, but we're kind of also expected to minimize our sleep. And we wear it like a badge of honor that how much less did I sleep last night and I'm crushing it. But are we though? Well, in this video, I'm gonna burst that bubble and clear out that misconception. So what kind of beliefs do we currently have about sleep? 1, it's a waste of time. 2, we are being lazy. 3, sign of weakness. 4, we are being unproductive. Like, when we can be out doing anything we want, why should we waste that quality time sleeping? And as students, when we can utilize that quiet night time to get undistracted and focused study done, why would we waste that time by sleeping? Even though we're extremely exhausted after a full day of college classes and tuition or any other work, it still feels like a sin to want to sleep. And if we do sleep for 7 to 9 hours, we risk ourselves of being judged by other people and our discipline gets questioned. So what does science say about all of this? Is science backing our beliefs? And what actually happens while we're sleeping? So what do we currently think sleep is? That we lie in our bed and our mind stops working and our body completely paralyzed with frequent images moving around in our brain, like when we see those dreams. It's kind of like a temporary state of coma that we happen to come back from when our alarm goes off. Well, that's not it. In fact, reality is far away from that. So to begin with, let me tell you that we cycle through 2 types of sleep each night. And these 2 types of sleep are non-rapid eye movement sleep and rapid eye movement sleep. We have these 2 different types of sleep because they differ in terms of functionalities, their brain state, and benefits as well. Again, the non-rapid eye movement sleep is further divided into 4 stages. The first 2 stages are when the person is in a light sleep and it's usually easier to wake that person up, followed by 2 deep stages of sleep. And we cycle through this non-REM and REM sleep every 90 minutes each night, with non-REM being dominating in the early hours of sleep and REM in the later. Now, to understand the benefits of each type of sleep, we first need to understand how new memory is created and stored inside our brain. So whenever we learn something new or acquire a new information, all of those things get stored in a finger-like structure in our brain called hippocampus. But unfortunately, the memory storage capacity of that structure is limited and short-term, more of like cache in computers. So all of those memories that we so painstakingly created by memorizing our textbooks or listening to our college classes is at a risk of being completely forgotten or overwritten if we do not transfer those memories to a more secure and large memory vault. And that in our brain is prefrontal cortex. So how and when does this memory transfer happen? Well, it happens in our sleep. In the deep stages of non-REM sleep, the brain waves slow down. And this creates a possibility of communication between distant regions of our brain. So when we are asleep, the distant regions, that is the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex, communicates with each other and the transfer of memory happens. So each night, these long-range brain waves transfer the memory packets from hippocampus to a more secure and safe place, which is cortex in our brain, and it stores our memory permanently and securely in that place. And we require this memory transfer not only to secure the previous day's learnings, but also to clear out our hippocampus for the next day's learning. Otherwise, if we don't let this transfer happen completely, the next day our hippocampus is not clear to take on new information and the old memories are being overwritten. So whatever we learned yesterday, if we don't save it, if we don't secure it by sleeping well, whatever we learn today is not gonna matter, because it does not have space to get stored. Now we understand that non-REM sleep is required to safely secure the previous day's learning and create space for the next day's learning. Now what does REM sleep do? It is also known as dream sleep, and our brain is as active as it is in our wakeful state. In fact, few regions are 30% more active in our REM sleep. REM sleep is the time when our brain processes these information. It integrates the new memory with the old one, creates new connection that leads to creativity and better problem solving. It intensifies the connections and information stored earlier and add details. So you must be thinking, why can't I get all of these benefits in 4 to 6 hours of sleep? Why do I need 8 hours of sleep? As I said earlier, we cycle through non-REM and REM sleep every 90 minutes. So in the 7 to 9 hours of sleep, we get about 5 cycles. But in these cycles, the non-REM and REM sleep is not equally divided. The non-REM sleep is dominating in the first half. So if you sleep at 11 o'clock but wake up at 5, you're getting the non-REM sleep but majorly missing out on REM sleep. And on the other hand, if you sleep at 2 o'clock and wake up at 7, you're missing out on non-REM sleep. So either way, both of these sleep are important, and it's really required for us to sleep 7 to 9 hours every single night. And not just wait until weekends to cover back our sleep, because now science proves today that we can never recover the lost sleep and the damage caused by it. With this video, I'm not saying that we should all get lazy and sleep all day, but in fact I'm saying that we should optimize our sleep to get all those cognitive benefits that will help us in our goals. Now in the upcoming videos, I'm going to tell you how we can optimize our sleep to get all of those benefits without wasting our time. So if you're not subscribed yet, then please hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, then please hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next video, bye bye.